Good day, friends and families. How are you all doing? Welcome back. It's your girl Estelle, and I'm back again today with a new video and a new recipe to share with you guys. Yep. So today's recipe is very simple, guys. It's called du Riz Soumbala à la viande de mouton, which means locust beans jollof rice with lamb meat. Yummy. This is a recipe that is well consumed in West Africa, particularly in the French-speaking countries of West Africa. I know most of you guys still don't know Africa is a continent, and therefore inside Africa has so many countries, and that is why I'm here. I have passion for my African cooking, and week to week I will be bringing you different dishes from different countries in Africa. So today's recipe is mostly a West African dish, more consumed in the French-speaking countries of West Africa. Yeah, and as always, I know if you guys watch the video till the end, you will love this recipe and you may want to give it a try. So my friends, without further ado, let me show you how to make it. So friends and families, I'm going to start by cooking my lamb meat, and into my cooking pot I've already got the right amount of meat, which I've pre-washed it and cleaned, and the ingredients I will be using to boil my lamb meat are 1 tablespoon of bouillon cube crushed, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 green scotch bonnet pepper, 3 bay leaves, 1 tablespoon of dried parsley, 1 tablespoon of ginger powder, and finally some salt to taste. And next I'm going to combine all the ingredients and add it into the meat, followed by adding some water, give it a stir, cover it, and basically take it for cooking. So guys, in this part I'm going to boil the meat until the meat is fully cooked, and once the meat is cooked, I will remove it and set it aside. Now, as you guys have noticed, there was a remaining of the meat stock, which I'm also going to remove that and set it aside so I can use it later to cook the rice. Okay, next is time to fry our meat, and here I've preheat the oil, and now I'm adding the meat, and I will fry it each side until it's well fried, and once it's well fried I will remove it and set it aside for later. So now that our meat is fried, I'm going to remove some of the oil, which I will be using next to cook the rice. So friends and families, it's now time to start making our locust beans rice. And the ingredients are 2 large fresh tomatoes blended, and here come our locust beans. For most of you guys who don't know what locust beans is, this is your locust beans, and that is how it looks like. If you live abroad, you could easily find this in your local African shop. You're likely to find that in the frozen part because it's been imported. Here we go, guys. The next ingredient I will be using are 1 medium-sized white onion chop, and this is my homemade green seasoning, which I will be adding to this recipe. And if you haven't seen the video about how I make my homemade green seasoning, I will link the video at the end of this video so you could follow up and see how I made this. And next to that, I've got 2 large white onion, 3 garlic, a small piece of ginger blended. And next I've got 4 bay leaves. I'm also going to add some fresh okro, red scotch bonnet peppers, and 1 bouillon cube crushed, and finally some salt to taste if it's needed. And obviously I will be adding the rice as well. And these are all the ingredients I will be using for our final part of this recipe. And I will list all the ingredients in the description box below. So next I'm going to start by adding the oil I removed earlier on, followed by adding the onion chop. Give it a stir until it begins to caramelize, and then I'll follow up by adding the fresh tomatoes blended. Give it a stir, then also add my fresh blended onion. Stir it well. Then next is my homemade green seasoning that I'm adding, followed by adding the bay leaves, our locust beans. Stir it well. Then I'll be adding the bouillon cube crush. Give it another stir, and finally I will cover it and let it cook until the water begins to disappear, just like this. And at that point I will be adding my rice, which I've already pre-washed. Okay guys, this part is basically a caramelization part, so I'm going to stir the rice until the water disappear and basically leave the rice looking as if I was making some fried rice, and just like this. And at that point I will be adding my meat stock I removed earlier on. Then I will give it a stir, followed by adding some more water just at the level of the rice. Then I'll stir it well, give it a taste to make sure the salt level is to my taste, to my desired taste, and if not, I will add a bit of salt until the taste is to my desired taste. And next I'm going to follow up by adding my fresh okro, my red scotch bonnet pepper. Stir it well, and I'll cover it and basically cook it until it's cooked. Okay guys, it's time to check our rice, and at this point first I'm going to remove the okra and the pepper, and follow by giving it a stir. And at this point my rice is cooked, and so I'm going to put back the meat I fried earlier on to allow the meat and the rice to warm up. Also I will be adding the okra and the red scotch bonnet peppers. Then I will let it sit for 5 minutes before serving. Yum. Alright friends and families, this brings the end to today's video. I hope you've liked today's recipe, and if you did, as always, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also share the video with your friends and families, and if you are new to my channel, and if this is your first time watching my video, thank you so much for tuning up, and please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and also share my videos with your friends and families. Alright friends and families, until then I will catch up with you in my next video. Bye all.